T20 test on one day. India, England, Australia. A bowler, plucky, big three-side slayer. What a player! What a player! What a player! Discussing zinger bells and white balls to hells. Baggy greens for long from New South Wales. Is the RPL heaven or hell? Will the 100 fail or do quite well? What a player! What a player! What a player!
Hello and welcome back to Waadaplaya Concussion Sub-Series, where we'll be previewing the fourth test match between England and India to be played at the Oval in London. Remember, the series is nicely poised at 1-1. Oh, sorry, I forgot what happened today. And we are here to discuss an absolutely dismal, pathetic, shocking day at the office for the men in blue. And what a great comeback by Anderson and England. Truly, it was one of the most forgettable test match days for India and a red letter day for England. From the highs of Lords, which seems like a distant memory now, to the lows of Leeds, to discuss everything that happened at Headingley on the first day of the third test between India and England, I have Ravi and Syed with me. Boys, how are we doing?
Not great today, Sanjay, after today's day's play.
Yeah.
Ravi?
I think as it says concussion series, our batting order had a real concussion issue today. I mean,
Oh my God.
the brain. I mean, I don't know what they have to do. I seriously can't understand how it fell apart, and you can see the anger and frustration of James Anderson. I mean, I think we have lit the spark. I feel for James Anderson.
So, shuru se shuru karte hain. So, India won the toss, picked up 4 fast bowlers and elected to bat. Let me pause there because this is sometimes it can be a great decision. I remember 2002, that famous Headingley test. Sourav Ganguly elected to bat, but he was playing with 2 spinners. Talk me through the team combination and the decision to bat first, Ravi.
You cannot compare the 2002 lineup with batting lineup that we have right now. First of all, don't compare that one. At number 2, we had 4 fast bowlers, and the pitch looked dry. I mean, I don't know why we went with 4 fast bowlers. We should have. I think, as Kohli says, horses first courses. In this course, I don't think so. Ishant Sharma or any other third, fourth seam bowler is required. We could have got Ashwin, or if not, we could have got extra batsmen. I'm sure that extra batsmen would have not contributed more in this first innings, seeing the dismal batting performance. After on the right side, we can say whatever we want to, but I think that's where we lost the momentum of 3 quick wickets. Suddenly, India was pushed to the back. Nobody expected 3 quick wickets in the first day of the morning play after winning the toss. I think that put the entire mindset of the batsmen in the back foot, and they didn't apply at all. And Kohli. We all claim Pujara. We have to remove Rahane has to be removed, and nobody talks about Kohli because he's become untouchable. I think it's time for Kohli also to be under pressure, and we don't put him under pressure.
Shots fired.
No, I think from a toss standpoint, I don't see that as a bad decision, because if you look at what happened in Lords, India were put into bat at the similar kind of a wicket where it was swinging around and stuff. Maybe Kohli would have thought, okay, our openers are playing well, let's go in and then see how we tackle the 2 sessions. So that was exactly what was required. But what Kohli forgot was, if openers fail, we already have a fragile middle order who have not fired in the whole series. And that's what exactly happened. You send England to bowl, and with Anderson already doing a lot of talking in the last 2 days and already fired up with cloudy conditions, swinging around, the ball is swinging around. And again, we're doing the same mistakes. Like if you've seen the first ball of this innings, there was an outswinger from Anderson. and Rohit Sharma plays a single, tapping around, which never happened in last 2 test matches. Same happened with Rahul as well. Same happened with Kohli as well, going for those drives early in their innings, which didn't happen. I don't know what changed suddenly. Was that the overconfidence of winning the Lord Test match? But again, the some of the things which was not addressed in this team selection again, like what Ravi mentioned. So first Test match, Ishant Sharma is not in the squad because he is preferred. Shardul Thakur is preferred over Ishant Sharma. Now Shardul Thakur get injured. So ideally speaking, he should come back to the test match, right? When it comes to if he's fit and ready. I don't know why Ishant Sharma is still playing, right? So do you think that, and will this happen if Rahane or Pujara or Kohli got injured, comes back after fit? Will they come back into the squad or they'll still sit because somebody had a decent outing last match? So that's what I think is happening currently. There is a different kind of treatment between a senior player and someone who's just come into the test arena. Same happened with Mayank Agarwal. Same is happening with Bihari. I don't know. That is something which has to be seriously addressed by the Indian team management.
Because I mean, the team combination, I understand you play 4 fast bowlers, but then I would think you'd want to utilize the pitch up front and get the team all out, considering they had a poor 4th innings at Lords. So on the back of that, maybe get them all out. But if you're batting first, maybe you're looking to bowl at the last innings, and then you have 2 spinners. So that kind of didn't add up. Electing to bat first per se wasn't a bad decision, I thought, but the team combination, as always, is something which is questionable with Virat Kohli. Ravi, so thoughts on Anderson? Obviously, what's happened on the last day and the second last day at Lords, he is super fired up, and he showed that. I think his was the spell that made the difference, picking up 3 wickets at the top.
Okay, before that, we all understood why Indian team picks that 11. We would have cleared IIT JEE exam by now. So I don't think so. Any of our fans can understand what we are doing and what they are doing. It is completely we don't have any clue about it. And with respect to Anderson is a champion bowler. Look at this fitness. I mean, at 39 years of age, I don't know what we all would be doing at 39 years of age, but look at that man running in with steaming in, and we have just created that spark in him, which he was not having for the first 2 test matches. If we had kept quiet, Anderson also would have been quiet in this test match also. And we have just made sure Anderson is fired up, and this fire is going to continue for the next 3 test matches. And so convincingly, he took Virat Kohli's wicket the way he wants to take. He set it up, Virat Kohli wicket, 4 outswing bowlers and 1 straighter one, and he gets it out. I mean, he has Virat Kohli in his pocket. That is very simple. I mean, you cannot deny that. One series he escaped of not playing. He was very disciplined. I don't know what happened to him this series. Virat Kohli is a champion batsman, but still he also has to undergo the scrutiny. And James Anderson, you cannot. I don't know how that guy plays still. I mean, I don't know where he gets the hunger. I don't see any. I've never seen any kind of any fast bowlers like this. Syed, have you seen any fast bowler at 39 years of age still having that fire? He doesn't have to prove anyone. He's become 3rd highest wicket taker in the world.
Exactly.
I have never seen any kind of fast bowler, even Dale Steyn or McGrath. Nobody had this kind of fire and hunger, at least with respect to test matches.
Yeah, man, that accuracy, right? So you see Anderson bowling, and we had 4 fast bowlers which we have taken in the so-called template, and they were all spraying around with the new ball. And this guy with 39 years old, he has that accuracy. He makes the ball talk. He says, okay, I'm going to in-swing it now. He does that. Outswinging and it still goes, right? So that is something which all the youngsters have to learn. Like mostly England bowlers will probably look at him as an idol. So we see that confidence brushing across with other bowlers. So when Anderson is taking wickets and bowling that kind of line, we see Sam Curran was taking wickets, right? What he was doing last 2 test matches, these guys are coming back. Overton, like we always have this habit of gifting away wickets whenever a new bowler comes in. That's exactly what happened today as well. So we just gifted wickets. So I feel apart from that first spell, we also had played bad shots to get into that position. So maybe that's something which probably they have to look in. If we are getting out on the same type, maybe we need to break this middle order, get someone into the squad like Agarwal or Bihari, who've been waiting for a long time without doing much of mistakes. Probably it's better to give them, maybe let them fail, but we've been backing the players too much without of much performance in back of them. right? So maybe we should try and swap and see how it goes.
Here's an interesting question from Suman. Is it fair for the fans to react differently in 1 week's time? Last week, the same team was the best. Now all want the team changed.
So to
I think this is
add
also
on,
going to be something which could backfire if your decision do not go. If you go out of the way and pick up 4 fast bowlers in the end, it works out well. People will praise, but the fans are heavily interested in Test cricket, and if they are challenging what the team is doing, it's not a bad thing, I think, Ravi.
No, I mean, if you look at the Lord's Test, why it has become historic is we came from the losing position. We were already in losing position in Lords with the same team. Okay, it's not that we won it very convincingly and dominatingly. If not for the partnership of Bumrah and Shami, we would have lost the Test match. That is a fact. So it's not that we won when a team wins from a losing position. We all fans enjoy it and we say that's the best thing that has happened to us. Correct. It's not that India has been doing greatly with respect to middle order and top order batting. That is what Syed also is trying to mention here. We have never been doing this well. In 1 week we changed because we are changing. We are still on the same platform. Same way that saying that middle order has to be changed. Middle order has to be tinkered. That is what I'm trying to say. And you cannot discount the fact that India played poorly, right? You take the second innings of the Lord Test. The batsman failed there. The top order failed in the second innings of the Lord's Test. Again, we have failed. It's continuous 2 innings. If not for that great partnership of Bumrah or Shami, we also would have lost the Test match. And again, we would have got the same stick only. And maybe, I don't know, sir, on hindsight, we can say whatever we want to. But still, I'm very disappointed with this. 78 runs in a Test match is not acceptable, Sanjay. It's not at all acceptable.
Yeah, this is the third lowest score by India after electing to bat first. So this is not a situation where India has been put in and it's a green top. They have decided to bat first.
And India has, this is the second instance in 2 away series, we have got out in less than 100. First in Australia, and right now.
Yeah.
And this is better than
2 series.
Right. And we can't blame it on conditions and getting used to those climate and swing and stuff, right? So we already played 2 Test matches and we had couple of intraday squad matches and we had 1 warm-up match. So and it's the same batting order. We have not tinkered much around the batting. So we can't come and play that. I'm still not able to see where the ball is in the 4th and 5th stump level. So that is something which definitely needs to change, right? So
amount of time Indians were there in England, they would be getting citizenship by now in England. Lost.
Ravi is on absolute fire today. Guys, if you're watching the live stream, please press that like button. It really helps up bring the video in everyone's recommendation. So 2 points I want to quickly touch upon. One which Vishak raised and one which Ajay raised. So Rohit Sharma, did he bat too slow? I would.
No. So I think
and helped India in the first 2 tests
and
in the World Championship final.
Right. So you lost 3 wickets for 30 runs, and including your captain, and you're in another other end where you're playing with Rahane, Pant kind of players, right? So he played well. He managed to kept his wicket. But what I also felt was probably Rohit Sharma went into a shell of too much defensive. So suddenly when a ball came for him to play his favorite pull shot or a hook shot, he kind of was in a double mind and he tried ending up just touching the bat and it actually carried to the long on, right? Sorry, mid on. So I wouldn't say, because if you look at, this was similar kind of innings Pujara played last match. And then we were all applauding about how we made sure that the balls were wasted. He batted time and stuff like that. But I think Rohit Sharma had to play that way because he was losing out partners, right? But what I felt differently was the way Pant and Jadeja played. So I was probably think there was no game plan at that time in terms of whether to defend or go for shots or score runs. Maybe that period maybe could have been played a little better. And again, Pant again getting out of the same place where he's pitched outside off stump, he goes for the shots and get out. So maybe he'll have to see somewhere. So it's too early to go again and comment on Pant saying he's not mature and stuff, because we loved the way how he played in Australia and he tries to do that. So I'll rather look at the top 5 instead of focusing on Pant as of now.
And I'm really sorry. Please indulge us a bit more because we want to get everything out of the way from India batting perspective. Ravi, quick thoughts on Rahane and Pujara. All the batsmen are in trouble today. No one is being spared. Should Rahane be dropped? Should Pujara be dropped? It's probably a one-off reaction, but that's how invested the fans are. That's how emotions flow.
Okay, I think Rahane and Pujara cemented their place for the rest of the series for Lord's innings. That second innings, where they played the slowest innings ever as a snail, they made sure that they have cemented their place. One person who's under pressure is Virat Kohli. Nobody says Virat Kohli should be given a break. Nobody is asking Virat Kohli not to take a break? Why only Rahane? Why only Pujara? Because they're easiest scapegoats. Simple. I mean, having said that, both Pujara and Rahane have contributed heavily for this Indian side. Contribution in the past doesn't make them even better player. Same goes to Virat Kohli also. I felt we should have gone with additional batsmen, given the fact the way we performed in that second innings. I thought we should have gone with additional batsmen. If not additional batsmen, we should have gone with Ravichandran Ashwin, who could have surveyed 10 more balls than what Ishan Sharma had surveyed.
Right. So
I
now
mean,
let's give the Indian guys a break. Someone has obviously mentioned that it's obviously not easy. We are armchair critics, as everyone
yeah.
knows. It's obviously difficult out there, but these guys are
No, imagine
professionals.
seven dismissal out of 10. Okay, where caught behind, either to the slips or to the keeper. In fact, first 5-6 dismissal was for the keeper.
Josh
Butler only
Butler.
took some
Yeah.
5-6 wickets.
Correct.
So that
First
means
5 weeks.
the awareness of outside off stump wasn't there for Indian batsmen. That application wasn't there. That discipline wasn't there. That is where the entire thing does. If that is something which we feel weak, we might be better the next test. We are looking at next test in the next innings at least.
So let's move on to England's batting. Obviously, it looked like England's openers bought a pitch with them, which was barren, flat, and they batted like this is a absolutely flat track. And what a change in the opening pair has brought in the change of luck. Syed, they look
Yeah.
really good. Akif Hamid was very good, and obviously Burns has done well as well today.
So what India did was did all the hard work of easing out the pitch by getting all out in first two sessions and gave a perfect session for England to bat where opening was not done. And imagine there was this 100 partnership against India in England by England was in 2011. Andrew Strauss and Cook. And after 10 years, we have given them an opportunity to score a 100-run partnership, right? And thanks to our bowlers, I know we are being critical on bowlers because last innings in Lords, they brought the match to us and they won the game for us, right? But what was expected was to have a line set up and then think and bowl at the same place, right? But that's what was not happening when England were batting. I thought we gave us easy runs, short and wide. I think Hamid scored some 10 boundaries, out of which 7 boundaries were outside off stump cuttable balls, right? So those are things probably could have avoided, but brilliant comeback by England. What a perfect day for them. They wouldn't have asked for a start when Joe Root lost the toss. He would have thought that, okay, the Lord's first innings is going to repeat where Rohit Sharma and KL is going to bat. But when he looked into the end of the day, they're leading with no loss is something which was a terrific day and great work by the openers, basically.
Right. Let's look forward. Let's try and be positive. For the romantics, remember the Headingley 2019 Test. England were bowled out for 67 in the first innings, and they ended up winning that game. Although it was different conditions, they had only given 90, 100 odd lead, and they bowled well in the second innings to get Australia out for 240 or chase 360 down. But anything positive to look forward to? What can India do? They can't just let this slip away and do a massive innings defeat, Ravi.
Absolutely. I mean, if India has any thought process of losing this test match, if they already have that, I mean, we have lost this test. I think they have to go very positively. The first session makes much more important. I have been saying this. India's first session performance in last 3-4 tours have been very poor, especially with respect to batting. I hope they turned around with this bowling because bowlers have always performed well. Whenever we have won away test matches, it's the bowlers who have contributed for the victory. I hope they take some quick wickets, especially Joe Roots. That guy has been in tremendous form. I mean, it's like he's playing with cheat code. That's what I see. It's like Virat Kohli of 2019. But if we get him out and if we get some quick wickets in the first session, the game is on. Even with under runs lead or 150 runs lead, and if we bat, I'm sure it will be difficult. But if we bat well in the second innings, we can definitely make a match out of it. Still, very far-fetched dream for us, but hopefully, as Indian fans, we have to support our team irrespective however they play. So hopefully, we get some good days of test play tomorrow. Tomorrow is key. If we get some good amount of early wickets, we are in this game.
And Vishak had pointed out, I missed that comment, that this is like Virat Kohli of 2014. Sorry, we are spending too much time on Virat Kohli, but Syed, you had done some analysis as well when the match was on, right?
Yeah, so I think there was a comparison of 2014 Virat Kohli where he was getting out for fun, right, outside off stump, and then the comparison of 2018, where was the ball met when he was getting out, and 2020 now or 21, right? So if you look at, we can see similar trends of 2014 and 2021, and in this series, 3 times he got out. It was all the fifth stump line. Whereas if you look at 2018. Most of the times he had scored runs, and if you look at in that series, he was getting out to incoming deliveries of Ben Stokes, LBW a couple of times. So it was all, most of the wickets were hitting the wicket and getting LBW or probably caught, right? But if you look at this series, all the wickets he's lost is outside off stump, just going for drive or checking his drive on the fifth stump, sixth stump plays. That probably is something which he has to control in himself. So.
Really like.
And right, I'm looking for the positivity. I just had a point, right? So currently England is 42 for no loss, where they have 20 wickets to bat on, and India has only 10. So we eventually have lost out one innings to play, right? So, but having said that, we have seen India coming back whenever they've pushed against the wall. So probably if India can bundle out England in the first 2 sessions tomorrow, and then bat like how the third session behaved today, if it bats out, get some closer to the lead. So maybe 150, 200 odd lead if they can. If England is going to bat full day tomorrow, they'll definitely get 250 runs lead, right? But they all out.
Syed, you've been very conservative. 250
right?
is very conservative number you're talking about.
No, for a one-day lead, I'm saying. Considering Joe Root is still playing tomorrow, end of day, right? But we have seen things. We have seen good things done by these bowlers. This same set of bowlers did a great job last match. So expecting for a comeback. I know it is going to be one odd day where we have lost all 3 sessions, but hoping for a good comeback from India.
Yeah, I see. After all the ranting of the fans, the humor is also coming out. Suman asking for Mr. Javo, number 69, to come out and play for India or open for India. Ajay asking for the praying, the Mumbai Indians fan to come and pray for us. But so, tell us, Ravi, so the Indian bowling look toothless, or is it good batting, or is just pitch is just flattened out, it seems?
Two things, Sanjay. When you play in England, you always first look up and then you look down. It was sunny, bright, sunny, sunshine, and wicket was already dry. You can see already the footmarks were coming. It was very easy for the team to. I mean, there's no pressure. There's no scoreboard pressure for the England batsmen, like how it was in the previous innings. So they took their time. They waited for the bad balls, and they used it. And we dropped a catch of Asim Ahmed when he was in 46 runs. And we are in a great shape. We have not scored 550 runs to drop a catch. No. I mean, it looks funny, but I mean, imagine, no, you're defending 76 runs, and you're open on the last final overs of the play on the day. I mean, you drop a catch, easy catch of in a slip. It's a regulation catch by Rohit Sharma. I don't know why Rahane doesn't stand in slips for fast bowlers. I don't know what is the logic. As I said, if I know the logics of Indian team, I would have cleared the IIT JEE exam. So I think maybe if there is a cloudy, if it is cloudy tomorrow, if it's overcast condition, I can see Indian bowlers performing a little bit better. That's what I feel. Maybe the pitch is dry. I mean, there's not going to be any assistance on the pitch. I don't see any assistance on the pitch. We should have played. If Ashwin was there, he would have taken that Burns wicket. Right now, that Burns is really burning under us. So let's see.
Yeah, this is probably the best batting pitch, as Vishak has pointed out in the series so far. And Vishak again pointing out that under Virat Kohli, that's one thing you will get, whatever the situation. At least it'll appear that he is giving everything, and the team is trying to fight and get the best results out on the field. Hopefully, they will, from an India perspective, get the team bowled out. If they are not more than 5 down, then I think this looks definitely like a 3 or 4 day test match, which will not be great, because then the series will be in balance, and going into September, the conditions might again be wet and rainy, and England will have an upper hand. From a statistics perspective, India has never won more than one test match in a series apart from 1986. Every time else we've won there, it's only been one test match. So, a quick prediction, Syed, what's going to happen at end of day? By end of day tomorrow, what is the score? Give me a score.
So, end of
Don't
day.
think Sayed before that. Imagine Sanjay
No.
is like, India has only one test match. That's it. I mean, he's already predicted the entire series straight away. India will
And
win.
last 2 days, this lead scorecard is doing rounds, where we had 3 centurions, Dravid, Tendulkar, and Ganguly, right? And when India won the toss and started to bat, I was just thinking, okay, who all are going to score centuries this match?
This is what Sanjay. This is why we should see. Cole, this is what happens when you don't win the toss at all. You make a lot of. You don't know what to do. That's what Kohli has done. Kohli has never won the toss. So he surprisingly won the toss and he didn't know what to do. So he said batting. If Root had won the toss, he would have taken the batting side. For sure, he would have taken the batting. At least he would have escaped from this embarrassing.
Go on, make a prediction.
So I think England will lead by 250 tomorrow, end of day.
And still batting?
No, I feel that England should get out. I'm hoping. That's my hope, actually. But looking at the pitch and the kind of form Root is in, when openers can score 50 plus in this pitch, and imagine Root will be thinking of 300 tomorrow. So I'm not going there, but I'm still expecting a miracle, because the pitch this way, like Ravi said, if first half of tomorrow is going to be cloudy and assisting the seamers, probably there is a chance for comeback for us.
Ravi?
I can see. I don't see India batting next tomorrow. So
yeah,
I think. So I'll stop there because I don't want to predict the score. I don't see India batting tomorrow.
Yeah,
unless if we don't take 2-3 wickets in the first session. If we don't take any wickets in the first session, maybe on Saturday we can expect India to play.
Correct. Okay. On that day.
Yeah, I think.
No, definitely from England standpoint, right? They will not be expecting, or they do not want to bat again. They definitely want to have a big score in place and then try and have an innings victory kind of a thing. So that is definitely going to be in their mind. And they know there's no scoreboard pressure, like Ravi said. So they just have to build up now. Already 42, no loss, and they just have to build up batting. So I think it's clear advantage England as of now.
Yeah, I think.
And we were all worrying who is going to play the last in this pitch. Now you know who's going to play last.
Anyways. Yeah, I think they'll probably be 300 ahead with 4 wickets in hand, but hopefully it'll be an interesting day's cricket. There'll be some fight back. Hopefully England have to bat again. That's what we can hope for, because the series is still on the line. Before we depart, I'm going to read a very good tongue-in-cheek comment by one of the commentators on Twitter. He said, "England leads with LEEDS. This game is Headingley only one way," which I completely agree. I think this game is gone from India perspective. Fingers crossed.
Anderson showed who is a lord.
Quote which I was reading in Twitter.
Lord.
Sorry, go on.
Anderson showed who's the real lord here. So.
Oh, okay.
So there was a funny tweet I was reading in Twitter, right? So Indians at the start of the inning praying for Kohli's 100 quickly turned around to start praying for India's 100. So how quickly the time changes, kind of.
Suman predicted when India was 4 wickets down, that we will score more than 250 in the Facebook poll. That is optimism India needs tomorrow.
Right, guys, it's been great. Hopefully, we are ending the day on a smiling note. It's just a game of cricket. It's just a sport. Both teams try hard. Sometimes one team gets the better of the other team, but the series will be amazingly poised if England went on to win this. 2 test matches with the potential winner. That'll be really good to watch. Syed and Ravi, thank you so much for your inputs. For our viewers, if you're here, please do subscribe to our channel. If you do not like this video, check out something else. There's definitely something you'll come across that you like. There have been better times which India has seen. So look out for the Lord's final day review if you want to cheer up. But yeah, if you do come across something that you like, please do consider subscribing to our channel. Give a thumbs up to our channel, share it with your friends, family, and we hope to see you back on another day, on a better day possibly, hopefully for India. And until then, please take care and thanks for your time.
Thanks, Sanjay.
Thanks, Sanjay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sanjay.